What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, longtime trainer, mentor, big brother, uncle, father figure, Coach Kenny Ellis, who is the trainer of undefeated 3-division world champion, superstar boxer, one of three faces of the sport of boxing, in Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. Gervonta Tank Davis knocked out Frank the Ghost Martin June 15th, and Gervonta Tank Davis wants to stay active. He had been out the ring since April of 2023 up until the point where he fought Frank Martin June 15th. Now, he brutally knocked Frank Martin out in the 8th round of their fight. He wanted to have a mega unification bout for lightweight linealship with Olympic 2-time gold medalist, 3-division world champion, superstar Ukrainian boxer Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko. But Vasyl Lomachenko, he swept the rug right from underneath Gervonta Tank Davis' feet and left him at the altar. That's what he did. He left Gervonta Tank Davis at the altar. Now, they were planning a November showdown for the unification bout and a new beginning of linealship for the titles at 135. Gervonta Tank Davis was left now searching for an opponent as he wants to stay active, okay? And the no-brainer, the lateral move, and the obvious seemed to be a showdown with Olympic silver medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified super featherweight world champion, now reigning WBC lightweight world champion, Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur Stevenson is now a network promotional free agent. So there's nothing standing in the way of making that fight, and you can still have the same implications. Gervonta Tank Davis has a list of fighters that he wants to fight before he retires, 6 fights. And Shakur Stevenson is on the list. Lomachenko was on the list. And Gervonta Tank Davis stated that he wants to have and become undisputed and have that title before he retires as well. He said it's good for boxing, it's good for his career. Initially, he stated belts didn't matter. Now he wants to be undisputed. So it just makes sense, right? And Shakur Stevenson is undefeated and young. Lomachenko is considered old and past his prime. Shakur is young, undefeated. So with that said, it seemed like a no-brainer, right? Well, now his team, Coach Kenny Ellis, is indicating that they can't get any fighters to commit to a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis for November. And now he's indicating that Shakur Stevenson, amongst many, are fighters that are ducking Gervonta Tank Davis. And initially he stated the post was that Vasyl Lomachenko is a duck. And he corrected that. He said, no, I didn't just say Lomachenko. I said many fighters. Given the indication, obviously, the obvious for the last couple of weeks has been since the moment Lomachenko, for 3 weeks, Lomachenko had pulled out the fight and the negotiations. The obvious has been talks of a Shakur Stevenson fight. As his team, they stated that after he beat Lomachenko, they wanted Shakur anyway. So now you just go right ahead into a fight with Shakur Stevenson. So that been obvious. And then Shakur Stevenson confirmed that Tank Davis' team actually reached out to them and let them know that they wanted this fight, right? They was interested in making a fight. And then Shakur said he never heard back from them. Now Shakur Stevenson, obviously in the place where, you hear former Mayweather Promotion CEO Leonard Ellerbe, who is with Gervonta Tank Davis now, he always says, and they always said, right, that you can't make Gervonta Tank Davis an offer. He makes you an offer, right? That's what they state. You can't make Gervonta Tank Davis an offer. He makes you the offer. He's the big dog on the block. And so with that said, they have to make Shakur Stevenson the offer. But Shakur Stevenson don't want to stay idle. So he's weighing his options. It should be easy to make a fight with Shakur Stevenson. He's a network promotional free agent. He has a world title, the most prestige title, the WBC title. It just makes sense, right? So Shakur Stevenson is not going to stand idle, and now he's looking at a possible fight, as His Excellency Prince Turki Al-Sheikh is stating that they want to make the Williams of Pay to fight another undefeated lightweight title contender, Mexican star boxer, in February. Maybe earlier than that, right? Since Gervonta Tank Davis is not showing much interest. Initially, they stated that it was Gervonta Tank Davis was at the Olympics. He was an ambassador and one of the faces for the Olympics, the male Olympics. So he was there. And they stated that, well, he was occupied there. But we know his other longtime trainer, mentor, big brother, father, uncle figure, Coach Calvin Ford, he stated that he didn't like the Shakur Stevenson fight at all because he don't engage and it's boring. They wanted the Pitbull Cruz fight, but Pitbull Cruz lost, shockingly, to Jose El Rayo Venezuela, and he got dominated. Period. So, Shakur Stevenson turned down an opportunity to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, and Shakur Stevenson, he responded. And he said, he put the laughing emoji and said, look, he can't be talking about me, period. If Shakur Stevenson was offered a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis and he turned it down, the entire world would know. The entire world would know. So it's safe to say that Shakur Stevenson clearly could not have been made an offer because the world would know if he was made an offer and he turned it down. Oh, his team, Tank Davis' team, they would let the world know Shakur turned it down. Period. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So I know people are saying, you see, Shakur was made an offer. They sent me this, and they're saying Shakur was made an offer, and he turned it down. He turned down the opportunity. I find that hard to believe that Shakur Stevenson was made an offer, turned it down to fight Williams of Pay. That's extremely hard to believe. So they saying that Tank Davis having a hard time finding opponents for November. I find that hard to believe as well. It might be the case because Isaac Cruz lost. Now, I don't know if Jose El Rayo Venezuela is pricing himself out. Who is there for him to fight? Make this make sense. Unless he's talking about, Dennis Baranchik, who is the newly crowned WBO lightweight champion. Because it's just Shakur, Lomachenko, and Dennis Baranchik. And he said he wants unification bouts. Unless it's Edwin De Los Santos is turning him down. But who else is turning? And who turns down a payday for Tank Davis? Isn't that the complaint that everybody wants to fight Tank because they want a payday? That's what they say. Everybody is standing up and raising their hand because they want a payday from Gervonta Tank Davis. This just doesn't add up. And I'm hard-pressed to see Shakur Stevenson turn the opportunity down. Tank Davis, I don't believe, unless they're silently negotiating, sent him an offer, period. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out, man. But that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone, man. Peace.